Now let's see how the story ends. To all, said Zeus. That is, how are they going to hand out these justice and conscience? So Zeus is answering Hermes. He says, give it to everybody and let them share in them. For cities could not come into being if only a few shared in them as in the other arts. So he doesn't want to hand it out like medicine. Everybody needs it. And laid down on my authority a law that he who cannot share in conscious injustice is to be killed as a plague on the city. So that, Socrates, is why when there is a question about how to do well in carpentry or any other expertise, everyone, including the Athenians, think it is right that only a few should give advice and won't put up with advice from anyone else, as you say, and quite right too, in my view. But when it comes to consideration of how to do well in running the city, which must proceed entirely through justice and soundness of mind, they are right to accept advice from anyone, since it is incumbent on everyone to share it. That is, the myth is to share in that sort of excellence, or else there can be no city at all. That is the reason for it, Socrates. So that's the reason everybody has to be able to share in it. That's the only thing that's going to keep the city going. Justice and soundness of mind. He continues, just in case you still have any doubts that in fact everyone thinks that every man shares in justice and the rest of the excellences of a citizen, here's an extra bit of evidence. So there's more to this argument. In the case of the other skills, as you say, anyone who says he's good as an olos player, I imagine some kind of instrument, don't know what it is, or good at any other art when he isn't, they either laugh at him or get angry at him. And his family come and treat him like a madman. But in the case of justice and the rest of the excellences of the citizen, even if they know someone is to be unjust, if he himself admits it before everyone, they regard that sort of truthfulness as madness, though they call it sound sense before. They called it sound sense before, and they say that everybody must say that he is just whether or not he is, and anyone who doesn't pretend to be just must be mad. For they think that everyone must possess it to some extent or other, or else not be among men. So the idea is everybody naturally possesses this sense of justice.